Hello and welcome. This is Japan, and we're going to be looking over, I guess it's the men's feuds of this year, which we haven't had a ton of huge ones, as you can see. Some of these, I don't, you know, they're all on different levels, to be honest. So we're just gonna go run down from start to finish. A being the best, D being the worst. Well, won't normally I try to keep these even, but this one I feel like is kind of just going to be a feel, and we're going to just jump right into it. So Uncle Howdy and Chad Gable right now is probably the hottest feud. I'm gonna put it in A because it's not complete. I think the feud right now is amazing, but how most feuds are is that you kind of have to see how it ends because that's kind of the whole point of it. Like you can have a great feud, but like if it ends poorly, then where is it? What do we waste our time on? But next up we have AJ Styles, LA Knight, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns. They did at the Royal Rumble. I don't really see this much of a feud. Each man had like some issue with Roman, and I completely understand that. So, but I don't really feel like that's kind of a feud type of situation. Um, I'd probably put it in D. I mean, individually, the feuds could be a lot better, and they have like a lot better, like probably ranking if you individually rank them. But as just one solid feud, I don't think it was anything too crazy. Jimmy and Jay is the prime example of what I was talking about, the Uncle Howdy and Chad Gable one. I think the feud was great, but then the ending was terrible. So I'm gonna put it in B. It was still a pretty good feud. It was just come on, man. We needed a better match. They could have put on a better match. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams was a great feud. I'll put it up in A tier. It's almost towards S because, well, I actually would probably put it in S because they were best friends and stuff. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. We got quite a few matches. I think the problem with this feud was just like there was no. It just felt very one-sided. Like Chad never got the upper hand, so like it didn't feel much of a feud, just more of a regular kind of run. I'm gonna put it in B. I thought we were gonna see Chad get a championship, and I do like what they've eventually done with him, but like I feel the Intercontinental Championship could have probably set really well in this feud also. Um, the current bloodline versus Cody, Randy, and Kevin. I don't really think they have much of a name. I thought that was a pretty decent feud. I'll put it in B. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. We were still kind of getting it, but now that Randy's on Raw, we're getting less of it. But I think it still works. Wesley and Oba Fetty, it's like I guess it's a feud, but they just kind of had they had really good matches. But like I don't think they were really like feuding. It just felt like they just Wesley wanted the championship. Champion had to defend. I don't think anything that was in there, but the matches were definitely like an A or an S tier, and I think the feud probably like just where it is like a C. DIY versus A Town Down Under. I feel like it started really good, and then it just kind of ended. Like they got the championships off of them, and then they just have not interacted since then. So I'm gonna put C. The ending I think was terrible. LA Knight versus Logan Paul. I feel like they just didn't feud as long as they should have. Like I think they could have definitely extended that from like should have been like a WrestleMania fade from all the way from now, and but they didn't have it. So I kind of put it in C. I think we kind of got not as much as I thought we were gonna get. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's S tier. It's still going and it's still red hot, so you know it's an S tier or feud. Next up, we have Gunther and Sammy. I feel like we got a good build up and a good match, but I think overall it was just a solid couple months span thing. The New Day and the Final Testament. This has been going on for a long time. The motives are kind of weird. I mean, like I guess it's just to plant a seed and stuff, but like again, it's not anything crazy. So I'm gonna put it in C. Cody and Roman, obviously S tier, great feud, great matches, all of that stuff has been great. Rock, see this one I feel like it's just not as much because like I don't know, it's like it's a great feud, but like because we only got the one off and stuff, and I don't think we're ever gonna see it again. I'm gonna put it in B. I think it was definitely worth the WrestleMania main event, but I don't think we need any more. Priest and Gunther, it was built up, pretty slowly because they only had a little bit of time. I thought it was good the build up and the match was good, but I think overall it wasn't like much of a feud. It was just a good solid match or like section. AJ Styles versus Cody Rhodes, another one that I think was just the matches were great. The feud itself was just kind of mid, wasn't anything too crazy. Charlie Dempsey and Tony D'Angelo. I haven't really been getting involved in this one. It's okay. I'm gonna put it in D. And then the LWO versus L. God, I can't even remember exactly what their name is. Uh, I've not liked it. It's not that great. It wasn't that great. Now it's over with, so thank God. But yeah, those are my tier lists. Tell me what you guys agree. What do you think is the best? I do think Roman and Cody might be the best, but Drew and CM Punk still have a lot of gas left in them. So we'll see how that goes. And until next time, this has been Japan. Bye, guys.